All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Tomboy Official. On this podcast, we talk about gender and sexuality and LGBTQ plus stuff. So, please bear with me. I don't know if I can log into my Anchor account. It might just be my my app, but if I can't log in online, I don't know. I only log in through email, so this is a little confusing for me, so I apologize. As I'm recording, I'm trying to sign in, and let's see if it'll let me, because it's okay. So on the website, it looks like I can log in, but like on the desktop version, even on my phone, I can log in, and then on my app, I can't log in. So that's weird. But yeah, they've made a lot of changes. I'm not hating on it. I just, I'm getting used to things. It's always weird for me when I turn something back on and then there's like something that just doesn't look the same. So that's what I'm experiencing just as I have clicked record. So let me see. I am trying to see when I last uploaded something. It's not gonna let me sort on date. Okay. It looks like October 17 was the last thing I posted. So for this My Queer Dating episode, since I haven't posted since the 17th, I can kind of keep you guys posted on what I've been up to. So it hasn't been much. I've been talking to a friend. No. Let me not start there. I've been talking online to people, and like I mentioned before, online, it's not ideal for me meeting people online. That's not usually how I prefer. There's just an ease with it a little bit. I prefer meeting people out and about. Like, it's kind of tricky to try to be like friends of friends. I try not to do that because it's a little bit hard to I feel like I don't want to be disrespectful, I think not the last time, but one of the last times I was kind of having fun. I'll say having fun with. We weren't dating. We weren't, trying to get involved with one another. One of the last times I had an experience like that was maybe in coming into 2020. Coming into 2021. Yeah, I was coming into 2021 because I remember there was a New Year's Eve situation where there was a friend who had invited their friend, and I felt like, we were vibing. It was fun, but I was like, they don't live here, and they're friends with my friend, but I realized, like, okay, like, this person's kind of cool, they're kind of fun. Didn't get their contact info, only saw them once, wasn't trying to, like, do much with that. And then another time, one of my friends was, like, saying that they had a friend who was coming to town, that they wanted me to meet. And I was kind of just like, okay, like, like, kind of like, okay. And I believe this was near, man, when was this? I want to say it was near the summer of 2021. I could be wrong with that, but I don't feel like it was near the summer of 2020. And I don't think it was, because 2020 we weren't, like, in anywhere. And I remember we were in certain restaurants and at this other pool place. And I don't remember having masks on at all either. So maybe it was 2019. I don't think it was 2019, though. That seems like a long time ago. It seems like it was 2020, but it must have been 2021, just because of how things were open. That person was nice, friendly, fun, but also didn't live around. And, I kind of wasn't really interested. I mean, they were nice. They were cool. Like, I had fun, but I wasn't really interested in being with them, if that made sense. Like, I was kind of like, yeah, it's fun for, like, this weekend, but, I wasn't really trying to do too many things like that with somebody. And so, yeah. And so with those types of experiences, I mean, that's been a while ago. I don't remember meeting anybody through other people in a while, just because, a lot of people haven't been traveling, but, and I've kind of not really met too many people through others, like a little bit, but I haven't really, like, been talking and actually, like, trying to, like, connect with them longer than, like, the day of. I wasn't really, like, getting numbers or trying to, like, meet up again or whatever. I feel like in 2019 and before, I was kind of more likely to do that, to ask for numbers or to try to, like, hang out the next day if they were, having fun or something. Like, I would usually try, a little bit. But, I had I had some fun, and yeah, I just had a good time with it before, and I found it a lot easier. But yeah, I just haven't done that anytime recently. Like, it just hasn't been something that I've done in recent days, recent years even. But it is something that I would say I prefer. It's just that I haven't been doing it lately. And the people that I hang out with, we're not really going to places to be doing that. And usually when I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm just hanging out with them these days. Like, I'm not, like, out on the prowl or anything. Like, I'm not usually, like, keeping my eyes open to, like, what's going on with, like, other people around us, or somebody seeming like they're interesting, or, like, trying to scope out the situation, and, like, is somebody kind of seeming like they're there by themselves and trying to mingle, or did I overhear somebody say something that's maybe interesting and I want to, like, interject into their, conversation. Like, none of that. Like, I feel like there was kind of none of that going on. I haven't been doing any, like doing any of that when I go out because, ever since summer, especially, when I kind of am in this temporary moved situation, I feel like I haven't been really too, like, I wouldn't say I'm not too connected with people, but not, sorry, I'm drinking cacao. Definitely not too connected with new people or in a place where I'm meeting new people. I'm trying to basically focus on what I'm doing career-wise and get out and back to where I want to be. I mean, I don't really see myself, in the place where I'm living now in LA, trying to like start something and kindle something when I'm trying to be in San Diego. And yeah, so that's kind of where my head's at. I mean, I'm not opposed to like a bit of a hoe phase. That's not something that really bothers me. I'm not opposed to it. I just am also not actively in one. But as you know, with hoe phases, that can just start at any time. If you're single, you can just start doing it. Like if you believe in that, or if it's not something that bothers you, you can totally just do it. So since I'm not, I'm just not meeting people. I was dabbling a bit online, and then I'm like, no. And I've got like some local opportunities, some local options that I'm kind of more hesitant about that, I'm a lot more hesitant about that. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I mean, or more so what I was doing and what I'm not doing now, even though it is something I prefer, but it's just mostly because of where I'm living that I'm just kind of not doing things that way. So for this episode of My Queer Dating, that's kind of how things are going. Like when it's out in the wild, lately, because I'm trying to spend time with my friends that I already have, I'm not putting so much energy into meeting new people, because that does take a lot more energy too. But a little bit, I've met like a little bit of new people, just they live like 100 miles away. So, even though we've met, we're not like too involved, but yeah. So that's it for that, and thanks for listening.